5 seconds to go. Start. Honorable Speaker, I present the budget for 2024-25. The people of India have reposed their faith in the government led by the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi and re-elected it for a historic third term under his leadership. We are grateful for their support, faith, and trust in our policies. We are determined to ensure that all Indians, regardless of religion, caste, gender, and age, make substantial progress in realizing their life goals and aspirations. The global economy, while performing better than expected, is still in the grip of policy uncertainties. Elevated asset prices, political uncertainties, and shipping disruptions continue to pose significant downside risks for growth and upside risks to inflation. In this context, India's economic growth continues to be the shining exception and will remain so in the years ahead. India's inflation continues to be low, stable, and moving towards the 4% target. Core inflation currently is 3.1%. Steps are being taken to ensure supplies of perishable goods reach market adequately. As mentioned in the interim budget, we need to focus on four major castes, namely poor, women, youth, and farmers. For farmers, we announced higher minimum support prices a month ago for all major crops, delivering on the promise of at least a 50% margin over cost. प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण अन्न योजना was extended for 5 years, benefiting more than 80 crore people. Administrative actions for approval and implementation of various schemes announced in the interim budget are well underway. The required allocations have been made. Turning attention to the full year and beyond in this budget, we particularly focus on employment, skilling, MSMEs, and the middle class. I am happy to announce the Prime Minister's package of 5 schemes and initiatives to facilitate employment, skilling, and other opportunities for 4.1 crore youth over a 5-year period with a central outlay of rupees 2 lakh crore. I will speak about them shortly, while more details may be seen in the annexure. This year, I have made a provision delivering on the promise of at least a 50% margin over cost. प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण अन्न योजना was of rupees 1.50 lakh crore for education, employment, and skilling. The people have given a unique opportunity to our government to take the country on the path of strong development and all-round prosperity for the people of India now. In the interim budget, we promise to present a detailed roadmap for our pursuit of Viksit Bharat. In line with the strategy set out in the interim budget, this budget envisages sustained efforts on the following 9 priorities for generating ample opportunities for all. 1. Productivity and resilience in agriculture. 2. Employment and skilling. 3. Inclusive human resource development and social justice. 4. Manufacturing and services. 5. Urban development. 6. Energy security. 7. Infrastructure. 8. Innovation, research and development. And 9. Next generation reforms. Subsequent budgets will build on these and add more priorities and actions. A more detailed formulation will be carried out as part of the economic policy framework about which I will speak later in this speech. This budget details some of the specific actions to be initiated in the current year towards fulfillment of these priorities with potential for transformative changes. The budget also covers some of the previously made announcements with an intent to strengthen them and step up their implementation for expediting our journey towards the goal of Viksit Bharat. Our government will undertake a comprehensive review of the agriculture research set up to bring the focus on raising productivity and developing climate resilient varieties. Funding will be provided in challenge mode, including to the private sector. Domain experts, both from the government and outside, will oversee the conduct of such research. New 109 high yielding and climate resilient varieties of 32 field and horticulture crops will be released for cultivation by farmers. In the next 2 years, 1 crore farmers across the country will be initiated into natural farming supported by certification and branding. Implementation will be through scientific institutions and willing gram panchayats. 10,000 need-based bio-input resource centers will be established. For achieving self-sufficiency in pulses and oil seeds, we will strengthen their production, storage and marketing. As announced in the interim budget, a strategy is being put in place to achieve Atmanirbharta for oil seeds such as mustard, groundnut, sesame, soybean and sunflower. Large-scale clusters for vegetable production will be developed closer to major consumption centers. We will promote farmer-producer organizations, cooperatives and startups for vegetable supply chains, including for collection, storage and marketing. Buoyed by the success of the pilot project, our government, in partnership with the states, will facilitate the implementation of the digital public infrastructure in agriculture for coverage of farmers and their lands in 3 years. During the year, digital crop survey for Kharif using the DPI will be taken up in 400 districts. The details of 6 crore farmers and their lands will be brought into the farmer and land registries in the whole of the country. Stop.